Okay, well, I had a couple requests to do a video about hog barns and stuff, so all my pigs are getting pretty good size. We need to start selling out of here in a couple weeks, right? Well, maybe 3 weeks. Yeah, I don't know exactly what everybody wants to see, but like the feed lines and stuff, I guess. If you can see that white box with the lights flashing on there, that's basically a timer and a sensor. It senses when there's feed around it, and it'll shut the motor off so it quits running feed in. And then after the feed goes past the sensor, it'll whatever you set that dial to, it will count that many minutes before it lets it run again. And also there's a setting on there, you can set a maximum time that you want that motor to run. Say, say it takes, if these feeders are all completely empty, say it takes 10 minutes to fill all the feeders. You can set your max to 20 minutes, so that way, in case the bin would run empty or something would break, that the most amount of time that it would run would be 20 minutes. So, and then it would shut itself off. So as far as the feed and everything like that, everything is automatic, and also the curtains in the chimneys, the actuators there, is all run off basically a computer here. All this stuff. So you can see it's 71.1 degrees in here, and it's, I don't know, probably 50 degrees outside today. So you can set it however you want and set different things. You can set each one of these controllers run a curtain, but I kind of like to run them together, so that way you get equal good grief. They're getting bigger and it's getting a little more crowded in here, so sometimes they fight each other for where they're going to lay down. Yeah, I don't know. These here, what you see hanging down, those are the temperature sensors. There's 4 of those. There's two down here to run these, to run this chimney actuator, and these 2 curtains, and the same thing down there. So essentially there's four zones that it's making adjustments on that computer for the ventilation here. So then obviously these feeders are a little bit different than some of them, but there's actually waters down in the bottom of the feeder. As you can see here, they got feed, and they can shake this pan back and forth. And then down below you have the water nipples. There's 3 water nipples in the bottom of these. So, and then it kind of creates kind of a slop down there too at the bottom. Some pigs like to eat that wet feed, and some pigs like to eat the dry feed. But all they got to do, push on that water nipple, and water comes out. So, but I guess that covers a lot of the general stuff in here. They like to come see you. But, well, I guess maybe I'll do something on the other barns too. So, all right. I guess to finish up on this video, I was also asked my opinion on raising pigs, or I guess what we're doing is custom raising. These barns, the barns that I take care of, the barns that I showed you here, and the pigs are not owned by me. The owners of the barns hire me to basically run their facilities. And I guess also on a side note, they own basically a third of the farm ground probably that I cover, that I share crop with them on that. But anyways, and then the pigs are custom raised. They are not owned by me or the owners of the barns. Basically, the barns get rented out to somebody, and they fill pigs, and we raise them. You know, we provide all the labor, the facilities, the LP, and all, you know, basically everything for them, besides for like medication, and you know, if the pigs need it. But anyways, my opinion on it is it's kind of the definition of sustainable agriculture, in the way that we're raising corn and beans, we're feeding it to the pigs, and selling the pigs and making money that way, and then we're taking the manure from those pigs and we're raising the crop for the next year. So it is sustainable agriculture. It's diversification. It's for me and for the owners of the barns, it's a steady paycheck every month that we can pay our bills. For me, instead of having an off-the-farm job, it's basically a part-time, full-time job on the farm, or makes the farming a full-time job that way. Sometimes it's like this fall, we're struggling. I don't know if you hear the rain or not, but we're struggling, and we're going to start loading pigs out on Saturday, and it looks like we got about a 2-week window coming up that's going to be our fall. It's going to dry up for 2 weeks, and then it's going to get wet again. And I don't know how many days it's going to take to dry out. But anyways, I guess where I was going with this is, in our area anyways, it's definitely worked out good. There's a lot of barns around here. A lot of barns got built. People sold ground for somebody to build a hog site there, just so they could get the manure for their grain operation. You know, I used to take care of a site that whole purpose of that barn there was built just solely so those people could have the manure. They had nothing else to do with the barns or with the pigs besides that, and that's all over around here. You can't, I'd say about, on the average in this area, there's probably a hog site for every section of ground, whether it's a 2,000 head site or a 4,000 head site. And I guess to those that wonder as well, one of these barns equates to probably 80 to 100 acres of manure. There's a lot of variables there, but you know, that's basically what it amounts to. So for me, I don't utilize 100% of the manure. I would, but the logistics of it, some of it's just a little bit too far away. So there's 120 acres there, but we produce a little bit more manure than that on that particular farm, and it would be 9 miles to haul it to where we could use it, and that just, I mean, we can buy commercial fertilizer way cheaper than what we can haul that manure. So, but anyways, for me, it's worked out good. You know, you can if you build barns and you can get them paid for, you can make pretty good money, and well, depending on your management, obviously, it's with anything, how you manage your money and how you manage your business. But there's a lot of people like the people that own these barns. They've you know, they've got a farm that they just bought a couple years ago. I don't farm that one, but these barns make their make their farm payment for them. So for us, it works. It's sustainable agriculture, like I've said 3 times already or whatever, and it's diversification. So I guess that's about all I got. So thanks for watching. Thanks for requesting the video too, you guys.